It's time now for the Peter Chill New News Report for this Monday afternoon, February 9th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. I got new news headlines here, and our top story at 12 noon here is in Birmingham, Alabama, where same-sex couples begin marrying in Alabama on Monday to find an attempt by the Chief Justice of the state Supreme Court to block corporate judges from issuing marriage licenses to gays and lesbians. 3 straight Mondays, 3 straight winter storms. New England and New York woke up to a freezing rain and snow on Monday morning, just like they did the last 2 Mondays. The festive occasions in the Grammys of 2015 on Sunday was momentary stop when President Obama, Brooke Excel, an activist and survivor of domestic violence and award-winning pop star Katy Perry staged a heart-rending number. New York, U.S. stocks slipped on Monday on the heels of disappointing Chinese economic data and increased tensions over Greek debt negotiations, but the decline was limited by another gain in oil prices. Kanye West mocked stage direction during Beck's acceptance speech for the album of the year at the Grammys. Industry seemed to like the fun joke at its own expense. The incident, the worst in Egyptian sporting history after the death of 74 fans in a politically loaded brawl 3 years ago, and the report said nonetheless raises its stakes for the government because it involves groups that project themselves as non-political but have. Paris hooded gunmen opened fire with Kalashnikovs in a Marseilles housing project known as the Ominaire Drug Market on Monday, prompted police to close off the areas in a search for the shooters of the same day France's prime minister planned to visit. In Washington and Donetsk, Ukraine, German Chancellor Angela Merkel said argue in Washington on Monday against armament of Ukraine and in the scuffle against Russian-backed rebels, while in Brussels, EU ministers held off tenant sanctions. Suspected Boko Haram fighters launched attacks in 3 communities in northern Cameroon, affecting more than 30 people, including those aboard a packed bus, residents said on Monday. That top recruiter in the Islamic State group affiliate in Afghanistan was killed by a drone strike Monday, along with a police war of militants. Local officials said making the first such attack on the extremist group in a vaulted country where it has been small. Police stand in the doorway of the home while investigating the shooting. Scene where authorities say 5 people are dead, including gunmen in Douglasville, Georgia, as man who killed for self-fought with over taxes. A Pennsylvania teenager man accused of murdering a classmate and posing with the victim's body for a selfie, according to news reports. McDonald's Corporation, which is placing its chief executive officer in a bid to reignite growth, posted a worse than projected decline in global sales for January, dragged down in a slump of its Asian restaurants. Netflix on Monday launched its streaming service in Cuba, the latest sign of economic relations between the United States and the young nation is on. Fresh details showing that HSBC Holdings plc helped wealthy clients avoid taxes have come hot. Chief Executive Officer Stuart Gulliver, Hungarian Premier Viktor Orban pledged to start cutting Europe's bank tax for the next year as part of an agreement that may signal smoother ties with the industry after 5 years of tension. There is something between a go slow and a strike going on at the West Coast ports at the moment, given in where is all the imports and exports to and from Asia come in and out of the United States. There is some other problem. The Recording County paid tribute today to Joan Rivers when they awarded her with a posthumous Grammy for Best Spoken Word Album for a diary or mad diva, but the legendary comedian was notably absent from the awards show in memoriam. SpaceX planned launch of a Deep Space Climate Observatory, a DSCOVR, was postponed until Monday at the earliest due to a problem with the Air Force tracking radar system in Florida. Using data from the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, NASA's Scientific Visualization Studio has proceeded a simulation of the side of the moon that we never get to see from Earth. Pictures of space get a lot of smiles around here, but it's pretty rare for one of them to smile back at this adorable image, which a galaxy cluster SDSS J1030 plus 4849 seems to be smiling at the camera. Comes courtesy of the Hubble Space Telescope. The vaccine used to guard against human papillomavirus does not lead young people and teens to engage in more unsafe sex, according to a study released today. Drinking 4 cups of coffee daily could reduce the risk of endometrial cancer in women, according to a pair of new studies using data on more than 456,000 women from 2 large ongoing studies published in the February issue of Cancer Epidemiology. Downington, Pennsylvania, this desperate crowd and a mother finding her 17-year-old son dead from a painkiller and other prescription drug instantly silences hundreds of Pennsylvania high school students who listened to her 911 call played in early time. Take a look at U.S. Take a look at stock market reports. Here, Dow 17,767.01, down 57.28. SP 520, 52.24, down 3.23. Nasdaq 473.67, down 5.73. European markets here. DAX 10,663.51, down 182.88. FTSE 6837.15, down 16.29. CAC 40, 4651.08, down 39.95. Asia markets, Nikkei 17,711.93, up 63.43. Shanghai 3095.12, up 19.22. HSI 24,521, down 158.39. Oil 53.28, up 1.59. Brent 58.47, up 67 cents. And natural gas 2.589, up 100 a point. Gold markets 1240.30, up 5.70. Silver 17.09, up 396. And copper 2.5805, down 5,000 a point. In the bonds, US 10 unit 1.9409%, up 3,000 point. German 10 unit 0.355%, up 1,000 point. And Japanese 10 unit 0.366%, up 8,000 point. And FX bonds, European US dollar 1.1322, up 9,000 point. US dollar Japanese yen 118.68, down 28 cents. And Great Britain pound, US dollar 1.52 at 18%, down to 5,000 points. I'll look at the commodities here, and the agriculture commodities here. Wheat 527 3/4, up 3/4. Soybean 976 1/2, up 3. Corn 390 1/4, up 4 1/2. Sugar 14.83, up 32 cents. Coffee 160.65, down 20 cents. Cotton 62.19, up 60 cents. Wet rice 10.505, down 235,000 point. And cocoa 2070, up 95. Livestock futures 153.95. Live cattle up 2925. Lean hog 66.70, down 2575. And FT cattle 203.95, up 4 1/2. Okay, take a look at New England alerts here at. Let's move it on to the sports here. James Shields is reportedly a San Diego Padre after signing a 4-year deal worth between $72 and $76 million. Each time Larry Brown encountered someone in the North Carolina's basketball fraternity this season, he spoke the importance of a large governor and former Tar Heels visiting Dean Smith after the Final Four, as he legendary North Carolina Tar Heel coach dead at the age of 83. Greg Carty's domestic abuse case was abruptly dismissed Monday because its accuser, who was believed to have been reached undisclosed civil settlement with the Carolina Panthers Pro Bowl defense end cannot be found to testify. With the March 2nd deadline coming in almost as fast as a snowfall in Boston, the Boston Bruins found themselves in a predicament as they need to improve by trade deadline, and Bruins need to get creative, according to the Bruins announcer Dave Goucher. New York Knicks CEO James Dolan called an angry fan an alcoholic, says root for the Nets. And the Celtics and the Bruins have the night off. Peter Chell Newsom's out 12:08. Time now for a traffic report here on this Monday afternoon. It's slow going on the highways, byways in New England here due to the snowy weather commute here at this noontime hour here. And we're seeing some accidents here. We're seeing some accidents here. Route 139 in North Washington Street in Kenton, an accident there. We got an accident on 495 on the southbound side in Bolton here and around Hudson, so expect some delays here. And on Route 3 southbound, an accident near 495 Lowell, so expect some delays. On 24 southbound at Route 106 in West Bridgewater, an accident, so expect some delays here. And Route 195 westbound near an accident in Somerset near Route 103, so expect some delays here. And take a look at the MBTA transit updates. The red, blue, orange, and green line will operate at midday frequencies even during rush hour on Monday, February 9th. As blue line experiencing delays due to weather-related issues, green line experiencing moderate delays due to weather-related issues, Orange line and the red line experiencing moderate delays due to weather-related issues, and buses replacing red line Braintree branch between Braintree and JFK UMass stations start the end of the service on Monday, February 9th. And Civil Line, all bus routes experiencing moderate delays due to snow. And the Framingham, Worcester, Needham, Franklin, Fairmount, Providence, Stoughton, Middlebury Lake, Bill and Kingston, Plymouth, and Greenbush lines are experiencing delays due to weather conditions here. So if you're out and about, be safe. If you can't take it, then stay in the comforts of your own home and be nice and cozy here. Peter Chill, noontime, 12:10. Time now for weather report here. And our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 12 noon. 32 degrees on temperature with snow and fog, humidity 92%, wind speed northeast about 8 miles per barometer. 30.07 inches, dew about 30 degrees, visibly half a mile, and a wind chill about 25 degrees here. Current conditions around the region: 15 in Pittsburgh, 12 in Bedford, 13 in Haverhill, it's 19 in Beverly, 18 in Boston, it's 26 in Gloucester, 11 in Worcester, 15 in Sturbridge, 15 in Webster, 17 in Norwood. But look at this: 32 in Taunton and Plymouth and New Bedford and Falmouth and Provincetown and Martha's Vineyard, 36 in Nantucket, 33 in Chatham, it's 20 in Blockon, 27 in Westley, 16 in Smithfield, 32 in Montauk, 26 in Islip, 25. Now 26 in New York City, 22 in Bridgeport, 20 in New Haven, it's 26 in Lionstown, it's 20 in Denbury, 18 in Waterbury, 18 in Middletown, it's 18 in Hartford, 18 in Woodlock, 17 in Springfield, 16 in Amherst, 18 in Greenfield, 15 in Athol, 18 in North Adams, Massachusetts, 16 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 19 in Albany, New York, it's 21 in Sturdivant Springs, 21 in Bennington, 15 in Brattleboro, Vermont, it's 18 in Rutland, Vermont, 18 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, it's 14 in Keene, New Hampshire, 11 in Jeff, New Hampshire, 10 in Laconia, New Hampshire, it's 14 in Concord, New Hampshire, 14 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 12 in Manchester, New Hampshire, and 13 in Nashville, New Hampshire, and 11 degrees up in Port, Maine. And this is a coastal front right here around the South Shore, Dansville, Bristol County, and around eastern Long Island. And this could be playing an impact on how much snow we're going to get. And this is marine air coming from the coast right there, and cold air coming from Canada. Cold air from Canada, which is a fluffier snow. This one will be the heavier wet snow here. So this could be a factor in this storm as we take a look at the surface map around the country here. Stationary front from eastern British Columbia stretching all the way down from southern Alberta, down from Montana, down from Wyoming, down from Nebraska. A cold front from Arkansas stretching to north central Mississippi, down from Alabama. And stationary front from western Carolinas, down from Virginia, and out to sea. Get up for the mile from southwestern Quebec, down from eastern Ontario, down from central New York, down from central Pennsylvania. Another front mile from western Florida, down for the Gulf of Mexico, down from western tip of Cuba, with a low pressure in the Gulf of Mexico here. Get a photo from Southern Idaho, down for Utah, down for northeastern Arizona. Another photo from western Arizona, down for the Gulf of Mexico. Low pressure off Oregon. We got a photo off Oregon here. A pink front off the Oregon, curving rain, 7 British coming down for Washington, down to Oregon. Measured a cold front from southeastern Oregon, down for Nevada, down for south central California here. And a photo from Virginia, down for central Pennsylvania, down New York State, down for southwestern Quebec. Get a photo up in Ontario here. It's 20 degrees out in Detroit. It's 26 out in Pittsburgh, 38 down in Washington, D.C., 58 out in Atlanta, 71 in Miami, Florida, 65 in Brownsville, Texas, it's 56 in Dallas, Texas, 34 in Kansas City and Omaha, Nebraska, 25 in Chicago, 21 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 41 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 40 out in Denver, Colorado, 54 in Salt Lake City, 61 in Phoenix and in Las Vegas, 58 in Los Angeles, 59 in San Francisco, 49 out in Seattle, 39 in Great Falls, Montana. We got a low pressure in Montana. We got high pressure in western Colorado, up in northern Quebec, and north central portions of Mexico here, and low pressure in northern Georgia and North Carolina here, and high pressure in north central California here. Okay, we got satellite radar seen in the shows. A lot of snow coming to much of eastern Massachusetts, coming to much of Vermont, New Hampshire, and up into Maine, up into eastern New York, from Yonkers up through Albany and up into Queensbury, New York, and up into the northeastern portion of New Jersey here. And seeing snow sleet raining off the Martha's Vineyard and raining off the Nantucket side, and Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket are in the lull of the storm right now here. And we're going to take a look at the radar scene. It shows snowing around Maine and southeastern Quebec, snowing in southeastern Newfoundland, some rain showers in southwestern Pennsylvania, down for western Virginia, and West Virginia and Danfu. Eastern Kentucky, Tennessee down for Western Carolina, Danfu. Georgia with some showers and thunderstorms around Georgia and around Western Florida and covering much of Florida air and some heavy showers off Tampa, Florida air. And take a look at rain, sleet, and snow showers in northern California and Danfu. Northeastern portion of California, some sleet mixed around in the Lake Tahoe region. Rain showers in northern Utah down for eastern Idaho with some snow and sleet mixed around in the Yellowstone Valley of eastern Idaho and western Wyoming air. Rain showers and sleety around Montana, stretching out for southern Alberta and some snow showers in west central portions of Alberta down for northeastern portions of British Columbia, some snow and sleet around central and southeastern portions of British Columbia, and some rain showers around western Washington and western Oregon, stretching out the Columbia River Valley of southern Washington and northern Oregon here, and snow showers in south-central portions of Alaska here. Taking a look at the satellite loop, shows line of clouds covering much of eastern seaboard and covering much of the Pacific Northwest and up in the British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, down for Montana, down for Wyoming, down for western Dakotas, down for north-central Nebraska here, and a lot of clouds from northeastern Illinois down for Wisconsin here, eastern Wisconsin here. Okay, take a look at our forecast discussion around the region here. Snow will continue to develop over New England there, and conditions should gradually begin to clear out west. A winter mix of precipitation is expected to spread over the north-central United States. Snow will continue to develop to the north of a surface wave and a strong frontal boundary thickening throughout the Mid-Atlantic region. On Monday and flow off the Atlantic should help enhance snowfall rates across portions of New England here, which will contribute to some hefty multi-day totals from this event. Also, Arctic air rushing in beyond the front could change rain over the freeze rain and sleet before precipitation comes to an end across New Jersey and the eastern half of Pennsylvania early Tuesday morning and far south. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be possible ahead of a sinking frontal boundary as it pushes toward the southeast coast, and then surface low development in the eastern Gulf of Mexico could bring some heavier and more organized precipitation across Florida Monday evening here. And after a weekend of widespread soaking rains over the northern California and the Pacific Northwest, conditions will begin to dry out across the western United States, and light to moderate rain and mountain snows will continue to develop beyond a cold front that push onshore Sunday afternoon, but precipitation should gradually taper off on Monday night into Tuesday as the front pushes farther east and region builds in the loft. A cold front emerging east of the Rockies will trigger a wintry mix of precipitation across the northern plains on Monday, which should spread eastward into the upper Midwest Monday night and Tuesday. Forecast discussion right now in the region here. A long duration winter storm will continue to impact the region into tonight with heaviest snowfall in eastern Massachusetts. Dry weather develops late Tuesday morning and continues into Wednesday except across southeast Massachusetts where ocean effect snow showers will linger. This will be followed by yet another potential winter storm later into Thursday and then Friday here. And first round of Arctic air arrives late Friday night, followed by the potential for another coastal ocean storm this weekend, and second Arctic blast arrives late this weekend into early next week and near term until 6 p.m. this evening. 9 p.m. update, credit meso scale, snow event in which progress across eastern coastal Massachusetts near and just south of the Boston, where strong low-level convergence along the coastal front provide an enhanced lift and heavy snowfall. The coastal front has shifted slightly west across southeast Massachusetts, but still locked in between Norwood and GHG, and noted east-northeast winds at Boston Buoy and GHG with north-northwest at Boston and Norwood. Very strong low-level convergence will continue to enhance snowfall rates from Boston to the South Shore. Radar shows heavy snow expanding across much of the southern New England, which will be continued by early afternoon before trending lighter. But we'll likely see continued heavy snow at times across east coast of Massachusetts by much of the day. Use a blend of available high-resolution guidance, QPF, for a basis for additional snowfall and then signals potential for an additional 6 to 10 inches today across northeast Massachusetts and northeastern Plymouth County, with still additional snowfall tonight. A few locations in eastern Massachusetts will likely exceed 2 feet since Saturday from the storm when all is said and done this morning, and elsewhere except an additional 2 to 6 inches today with at least amounts along the south coast. To the prevalence on meso scale force and confidence in the following distribution of total snowfall is not especially high, but in the end the highest total should be in eastern Massachusetts and possibly very highest in the northeast Plymouth and eastern Norfolk counties, and very sharp temperature gradient along the coastal front with temperatures in the teens to the west and the lower 30s to the east. Wind should be strong enough with a gust 30-35 miles per hour along the eastern Massachusetts coastal plain, and the water content of the snow will light enough for some blowing and drifting here. Alright. Let's take a look at the weather notes. Snow for the afternoon. Snow lingers to the coast tonight And another storm Thursday afternoon into Friday. North Weymouth, 19.8 inches. Braintree, 17.7 inches. Rockland, around 20 inches. Boston, Massachusetts, 13 inches. Hartford, Connecticut, 7 inches. And Pawtucket, Rhode Island, 5 inches here. And here in autumn, upwards around 4 to 6 inches of snow. Okay, let's take a look at today's highs. Here will be 27 for Boston, 14 for Portland, Maine, and Concord, New Hampshire, 17 in Rutland, Vermont, 20 in Albany, New York, it's 20 in New York City, 25 in Hartford, Connecticut, and 19 in Worcester, Massachusetts. Here. And this is the coastal front. That will be a key factor in predicting how much snow we're going to get here. And the latest storm's total snowfall projections from Saturday for tonight. Maximum is just over 2 feet expected on Boston's South Shore. We're getting strong convergence with a coastal front here. And expect the snow to be lingering throughout the afternoon here and staying put here in eastern Massachusetts throughout the evening hours and well into the overnight hours of Tuesday, and expected to be out of here. Even we could see some few snow showers around the South Shore and South Coast and Cape Neons with some sleet and rain around East Dam and lingering and into Tuesday. Okay, special weather statement in effect. Very heavy snow over the Boston South Shore communities there, and at 10:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Doppler radar indicated an area of very heavy snow moving across portions of Norfolk and northern Bristol and northern Plymouth counties. So snowfall rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour are likely at least 12:30 p.m. here. Locations impacted include Brockton, Quincy, Taunton, Weymouth, Braintree, Randolph, Norwood, Milton, Stoughton, Marshfield, and Dedham. And we are under a winter storm warning in effect as a long-duration snow event continues tonight with heavy accumulation expected in much of eastern Massachusetts. Winter storm warning remains in effect until 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday, location northern Connecticut, most of Rhode Island, and then interior southeast Massachusetts, including the cities and towns of Hartford, Willimantic, Taunton, Brockton, Plymouth, Foster, Smithfield, Providence, West Greenwich, Warwick, and Bristol. Hazard types: heavy snowfall. Snow accumulation. Total accumulation Saturday of 6 to 12 inches, but 18 to 24 inches in northern Plymouth County. Timing: heaviest snow for early afternoon, but light snow will continue into tonight. Impacts: hazardous driving conditions could be expected blowing and drifting snow across northern Plymouth County here, and winds northeast about 5 to 15 miles per gust up to 30 miles per along the coast. Visibility is 1.25 mile or less at times here. And day 1 today tonight, winter storm warning. And day 2 for 7 Tuesday for Sunday, there'll be a potential for another round of accumulating snowfall later Thursday and Friday as the greatest risk of accumulated snow appears to be over eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island here. And potential light Friday and record cold temperatures, wind chills are possible Friday night into Saturday morning here. And again late Sunday and the next Monday. And wind chill warnings and advisories will be likely to be needed in this time frame. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. But this afternoon, snow hanging at 29 degrees. Northeast we're at 14 miles per gust as 28 miles by chance of precipitation is 100%. Total daytime snow accumulations of 4 to 6 inches possible. Tonight, snow mainly before 3 a.m. Low around 17 degrees. Northward about 9 to 13 miles per gust size. 25 miles by chance of precipitation is 9%. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Tuesday, chance of snow showers. Mainly before 11 a.m. Cloud skies, with then gradually becoming mostly sun sky high about 30 degrees. Northward about 8 miles per gust size. 21 miles by chance of precipitation is 30%. Little no snow accumulation expected for Tuesday night. Slight chance of snow showers after midnight. Part cloud sky low about 15 degrees. Northward about 8 miles by chance of precipitation is 20%. For Wednesday, a slight chance of snow showers. Part sun sky about 27 degrees. Northward about 9 miles by chance of precipitation is 20%. Wednesday, a chance of snow showers mainly after 5 a.m. Mostly cloud sky low about 15 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Thursday, snow likely May after 11 a.m. Clouds skies. High about 30, low about 13 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 65%. For Friday, part to podcast sky. High about 20, low about 3 below. Saturday, part to skies with a chance of snow. High near 17, low about 2 above. Chance of precipitation is 30%. And for Sunday, chance of snow, part to sky. High about 18 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Peters, what a phrase of today. Snow in the afternoon. Peter, what's you have a good day with a good positive attitude, and I'll see you for a 5 o'clock report. Have a good day.